global superstars at the ages of just 5 and 8 when they first appeared on the Ellen Degeneres show, and they've made regular appearances ever since.
Wow. 11 years later, and as Ellen hosts her final show ever this week, Sophia Grace and Rosie join us now. It's lovely to see you.
It's so lovely to meet you.
We were so excited to see you two, literally out of a lot of people that we've met.
Oh, bless you.
Like, we watch the show all the time, and on YouTube there's always like compilations of Holly and Phil's funniest moments, and it's just like...
Well, it's lovely to have you
It really
here.
is.
Because we actually, I think you showed me the video.
I remember sitting in makeup going, oh, my God, you've got to see these two girls. This is the cutest thing. And we sat there and I was showing you, we were watching it, because it was 54 million times that's been viewed now. I mean, it was like one of those sort of big viral clips, right? It was one of the first ones. You were tiny. I think you were 8 and 5, Rosie. So do you remember it? Do you remember much about it?
Yeah, completely. I mean, like, obviously Rosie was quite a lot younger than me, so it was, like, kind of crazy, but, like, obviously we'd always, like, been really close as, like, cousins, so we'd done everything together, and it just came really natural, so, like, there's a lot of memories.
Yeah.
And do you remember as much as Sophia Grace? I mean...
So, obviously, like, I don't remember as much as Sophia, but I do remember, like, parts of it, so, like, the special moments, so, like, walking down the steps onto the show. I remember that because I just saw like a load of people and sitting on the show and like talking and everything. I remember that. But I don't remember like how I got to LA. I just remember just being in LA. It was, because
You remember the snacks though, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I remember the snacks. Pirate's Booty. I remember going into the dressing room because I'm a big foodie person. So I remember going in there and just going through all of the snacks.
Okay.
Well, you were on so many times. I think about 24 times, I think.
Yeah, I think it was actually more. I think it was like, because we talked to the Ellen show before we like last went on, and they said in total, like including our like segments that we filmed, it was like over 40 times.
Really?
Which is like actually amazing to hear, because obviously when we was doing it, it just kind of felt like it flew by, but you don't realise how many times we've actually been on there, and like all the memories are just so great, and when we go back to the show, like it just feels like we never left, really.
And really, your sort of life had to move over there. When you were being correspondents for the red carpet, you had to get apartments there, guess your parents were with you.
We had apartments there, like we'd obviously, like we were based in England, but when we'd go to America, we'd have our own apartment. So it was so fun because we got to like sort of grow up and do that at the same time together. So that's why we've always been like so close.
And what was Ellen like?
She's so nice.
We
love Ellen. We used to call her Auntie Ellen because we were so close to her, because we'd see her like quite oftenly because we'd go on the show quite often. So we'd go on there.
That picture.
Wow. And then we call her like Auntie Ellen and everything.
That's when we got slimed. I remember that. That was literally so funny because I was so excited and Rosie literally hated it because she always had this thing where she'd get really cold, and after backstage that we'd got slimed, she was literally shivering. She was like, I'm so cold, I hate this. And it was so funny, but obviously like...
But it was like my idea to get slimed.
Yeah, she wanted to, and then when it happened, like she...
Not so keen.
Because it was quite cold, so obviously for someone like Rosie that doesn't like
They don't warm up those gunge tanks.
No.
As a presenter that's on Saturday mornings, we both know what that feels like.
Oh, God, yeah.
So what about now, then? I mean, obviously you were kids then, but now you're young women sort of venturing out into the world, and music still is very important to both of you, isn't it? So just explain what you're doing, Sophia Grace.
Well, at the moment, I've been working on my music. I just brought out my new song, Little Things, and there's also a music video to it. And I've been working on... Oh, there's my video.
And there it is.
Yeah. So I've been doing, like, my YouTube still and my Instagram, and I've been trying to focus more on, like, more music, so definitely more music to come this year.
OK, and what about you, Rosie?
So I'm obviously following in my cousin's footsteps. She's, like, my idol, so I'm practising, I'm doing my music. It's called Safe in Your Love, and my music videos for it as well. Yeah, I just love doing music, and I want to carry on with it.
It's such a good video. It really is.
Yours, though.
It's so good.
And you went, the last time you went back, you recreated that moment.
Yes, that
with
was
Ellen.
Crazy. Like, they asked us, would you be up for doing that? And we was like, that's not even a question, of course.
Let's have a look at the last appearance.
11 years later,
You wouldn't have known how nervous we literally was.
I bet you were.
Especially, like, you know, like, backstage, like Rosie got really nervous and I was like helping her calm down and everything.
That's why we're always
it's so much better as a duo because, like, you know, if one of us feels a bit off or nervous, we can sort of
rely on the other one. And Rosie, it was nice to hear you singing because last time you were sort of so tiny and you were the one singing. So actually, to get on there and actually be able to do it this time.
It's because when I was younger, I was 5 years old. One, I couldn't learn the lyrics. Two, I couldn't find my voice. I couldn't really sing, to be honest. So I just danced because I loved dancing and Sophia was like saying the words.
But I honestly think we sounded so good together and people loved it. So it's definitely something we could like even do together, like sing. I think that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Well, Ellen said that you were both the most memorable people we've ever had on the show.
Oh, that so
can't
sweet.
be bad, can it?
That is really lovely, honestly. Like, we're just so thankful for all of the opportunities that she's given us. Like, we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for her, so we always like to say thank you to her.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you.
It's so nice to meet you. We're so excited.
Thank you.